locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a read.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Dropping back, it's Overton. And this will be incomplete.
The last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Beverly.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's a heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
Got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goff. Makes it past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Using his legs, it's Scott. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Running inside. It's Goff. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's gained. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Boise State!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield, it's Overton. They're working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions. Like, he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion. They
just keep firing. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Washington State lines up quickly. To the air, it's Overton. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the ground with the counter. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So the offense will have a fresh set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll set up to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Cannot pick up the first down, but a field goal would give them the lead here late in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Seminoles, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And you know what they say in college football, you got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Gaines. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the outside. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. On the run, it's Gaines.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the grab, it's Gaines. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Go. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they got him.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to throw, it's Overton. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Finds his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead. But they... Touchdown, Wazoo! They move on top here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the set.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
They believe they can run right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Just feeds the running back. Here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington State. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Goff. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. When you absolutely have to have a play, use that big body slant to move the chains on 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and short. I mean, you got to know the ball's coming out quick as a defense, but wins really quickly inside with the slant, catches the football, and picks up even more yards after the catch. Nice timing by this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. In the red area, it's Voorhees. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice.
He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes a catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Overton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another.
Into the house. Touchdown, Cougar! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. On the move, it's Gaines. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Handoff to the single back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.